Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome. I'm going to review this show so much that, the first episode got me going. The first episode got me going that I had to wear my Bochi the Rock shirt for this one. So, this show I didn't cover, but after watching spring animes, this one is arguably a top 5 anime of the spring to watch. Where you got Umame Sune Cinderella Gray from the children of the Shinjui family. This show is arguably top 3. We're talking about rock bands here. Now, when it comes to rock band, the age of girl band animes have evolved from storytelling, animation, and all the glamorous that has come to female rock bands in anime. K-On! Bang Dream, still ongoing by the way, from K-On!, Bang Dream, Bochi the Rock, girls band Cry, all the age of girls rock band had generally increased to a point where we sat down and like, oh my god, this is fantastic, and there's no problem with all the shows. Bochi the Rock was fantastic because of the storyline between it. And I do love Bochi the Rock. I mean, look at this. I got the Ninja. I'm about to collect more. And I got the figures right there. So now we're going to focus on a new era of rock bands where heavy metal kicks in and people giving them the finger, which I'm trying not to get in trouble by. But still, this is the age right now where it's like, what happens where the Two-Face, this is where the Harvey Two-Face, the pure, energetic, sophisticated women, to being a hardcore badass with cursing and the middle finger and the violence, the heavy metal sounds of the jamming around. This is the anime for you. This title is called Rock is a Lady Modesty. And here's a review of this show because this show is freaking fantastic. A 10 out of 10 anime. So, let's break this down a bit from a little introduction, a big old introduction. Like I said before, the age of girls rock band anime has been increasing tenfold no matter what. Now we're in this new era of heavy metal rock band. You got these 4 characters who is prestigious of its own. It's like on the inside, they're famous. They bold, honest, being sophisticated. Having being the perfect child. But outside, they could say whatever the fuck they want to say. And that's why Rock is a Lady Modesty is all about. So you got the blonde girl named Lilisa. Now Lilisa is the blonde, long pigtail girl, kind of like Sailor Moon vibe. And it's funny? These long pigtail girls, they get a lot of attention. I mean, when you think of long pigtail girls, ironically and iconically, when you think of long pigtail girls, you're gonna be thinking Sailor Moon, right there. You're gonna be thinking Sailor Moon because of that long pigtails. And then mine from a Kami got killed, got it. But her hair, Lilisa's hair is off the wall deep. So let's break this down. The storyline is this. Lilisa's long hair pigtail girl whose mother is now remarried to this guy, and business wise, and the mother in these episodes she's crazy. She's utterly crazy. Don't let the looks fool you. So Lilisa goes to this prestigious school where all the rich families take these young girls. Yes, it's an all-girls school, which means Yuri. Yes, there's Yuri in this. Not heavy Yuri like Citrus or Valkyrie Drive Mermaid. Yes, I did watch Valkyrie Drive Mermaid in Citrus and all the other Yuri animes you could think of. Bloom Into You vibe. It had that Bloom Into You vibe if you want to add that. But still, Lilisa go to this prestigious school, an all-female academy where everybody talks royalty. Everybody's talking loyal. How are you? How you doing? It's a pleasure to meet you. Oh, thank you. I do applaud your modesty. Those kind of things. being that one, being that loyal, being that sophisticated. They're like the perfect super soldiers. The only difference is it's an all-girls school, and the only difference is everybody is so 1000% modesty. It's like you drop something, you're like, you dropped this, young lady. Thank you very much. Those words, positive words. So she's doing this because her mother gets remarried, and has a stepsister who's now a badass and getting there. But still, all she wants to do is to be the maiden of the school. Being the maiden of the school is like the student council president. That's her role. Then one fateful evening, she hears the sound of the drums, which is Oraha. And I'm gonna tell you this. After watching all these episodes of the show, I'll tell you this. Oraha's best girl. Oraha's is my favorite girl of the series. Now, Lilisa is trying to quit the rock band world because her father used to play the guitar. So she literally gave up all that, and the mother is being strict on this one. So they want her to be so perfect, it's like going schedules, like 10 o'clock to 11 o'clock, you wake up. 11 to 12, you have this, and then that, they make it perfect. That's how perfect these people are. So the whole school is famous for its worldwide because your parents are like been in companies, CEOs, all that stuff. But everybody knows Oraha. Oraha is famous, especially that purple hair, all that stuff. But so Lilisa sees Oraha playing the drums. And that's what makes it good. See, Oraha is playing the drums, and it made Oraha so in flux with it to a point Lilisa just grabbed the guitar and literally just banging and ripping shreds. And the whole thing about this is felt like a BDSM. Every time they played an instrument, they felt like a BDSM vibe. Kind of like how Food Wars. You know how when it comes to Food Wars, they get the food gasm when you eat the food. But when it comes to this with the band and how they play, it felt like BDSM vibe with their rope tied up and the vines wrapping around their bodies. That's what's going on. And in that first episode, Oraha just showed us that she ain't no pretty girl. She ain't that sophisticated girl, modesty girl. No, she's the girl who's a badass, giving her the finger and just like, you suck, you can't play that shit, you freaking die. The cursing, the first episode of that was just so perfect that triggered the landscape of the entire freaking show because of her actions. And that triggered Lilisa to a point where it's like they are gonna rock and roll. Like rock and roll. And it's funny because they use references, like they mentioned Green Day, they mentioned, like if you know all the other rock and roll bands of all time, you gotta know this. And that's what this show all is. So Oraha and Lilisa, so Oraha plays the drums, Lilisa plays the guitar. Tina, everybody loves Tina. Tina's the tall, big-breasted, blue-haired girl. She plays the keyboardist. Now, she may not be into rock, but she does love playing the keyboard. And then you got Tamaki, who's Oraha's friend, who plays the bass, who used to play the guitar but plays the bass. And these four form a band, and they play rock all day long. Like, you gotta understand, it's like this show shows you that these girls ain't precious after all. It's like a father or mother looking at their child, looking at their daughter and saying, oh, she's so cute, she's so precious, she's a beautiful child. But then outside, they don't realize the darkness that they have. Listening to rock music, cursing, giving them the finger. Every episode, we see them curse, and every episode, we see them giving them the finger to a point that they have to censor them using instruments. That's what this show is. It's like, looking at Oraha's my favorite girl because Oraha, you know what Oraha reminds me of? Jinbei from Kataguri. That's what it is. You know, if you guys watch Kataguri, Compulsive Gambler, you know that girl Yumiko with the long black hair? She looks so sweet and innocent, but on the inside, she got that orgasm face of a freaking gambler. So that's what Oraha is. Oraha is like that. That's why I said she's best girl for me. She's best girl. I love Oraha. I love Oraha since day one. That purple hair girl is a badass. She's my favorite. It makes me want to get all four figures now. Now that I realize it, I want to get a Bang Dream collection. No, I got a Bang Dream. I'm on a Bang Dream, Bochi the Rock figures, and now Rock is a Modesty. Because these four are badass. And then after all these episodes, they finally formed the name because of Lilisa's stepsister. It's called Rock Lady. Sorry, guys. It's called Rock Lady. I like the name of that. I like the name of that because one, they're all listen to rock, and two, because all four of them are ladies of the prestigious school, and they're forming the roles. Being the name Rock Lady makes sense. Now we gotta get a shirt that says Rock Lady, and oh god. But that's what this show is about. So this show is so good. They curse their ass off in the show. There's a lot. There's somewhat cursing. The Uriness involved. It just shows you overall that these girls may not be sugar sweet and everything nice, sugar spice and everything nice. No, they ain't like that. These are four girls who literally showed us, hey, I play rock, so freaking be it. It's like the pennies and stockings version, but in the difference is they come to rock, and that's what these four is all about. So overall though, I recommend this show, guys. Rock is a Modesty. Rock is a lady Modesty. It's so good. It is a 10 out of 10 anime because this show again, it just shows you that these four are not just prestigious, well orthodox. No, they have a dark side, and the dark side is listen to rock music. While the inside, yeah, they listen to classical, sophisticated music, opera music, but on the outside, they listen to rock. And they curse, and they play the instruments, and the animation is flawless, especially the opening and ending, and especially when they have the drum like, and they play the guitar, especially Lilisa. Every girl reaction is when they play the instruments. It was so reaction. It's so like all that craziness. I'm sorry, I took that out of context, but it's just like the energy, the vibe that they bring to the concert. You can't make this stuff up. You really can't. So thank you for watching. And about this way, like I said, 10 out of 10 anime of the spring. This show is freaking golden. So thank you for watching my review of Rock is a Lady Modesty. I don't know what other reviews to talk about. I know Sunday is gonna be Umumitsune Cinderella Grey. That's the last episode. But again, I recommend this show to all of you guys who watch girl band animes. If you're a fan of K-On!, if you're a fan of Bang Dream, if you're a fan of Jellyfish Can't Swim in the Night, Girls Band Cry, Bang Dream, or Bochi the Rock, please watch Rock is a Lady Modesty. And I'm pretty sure we're gonna get a season 2. Because after the ending, we're getting a season 2. We're getting a season 2. So thank you for watching.